What's up, humans, and welcome to another Psicoactivo for a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Okay, we got some breaking news. Okay, so you guys know how a few months ago we got information about David Grusch landing a gig with producer Jerry Bruckheimer and director Joseph Kosinski. If you guys don't know, these two were already together for the Top Gun Maverick film, which was arguably saved Hollywood during the time of COVID, because the industry, specifically the theater industry, was going through arguably one of the worst times in history. So Tom Cruise was very adamant to not allow for this film to go straight to streaming, and his determination was the reason this film was so successful. Although it was also a very successful film already. So, and here's a really fun Easter egg of this film. On Top Gun Maverick, the very first sequence of the film has Tom Cruise, his character, Maverick, flying a plane where they show the image of the skunk works. And this plane is obviously it was created for the show, but it's the fabled SR-72, which never really existed, but there was a lot of talk about it and a lot of different rumors about it. And they decided to show something similar in that film. So these people, producers and all, they had permission from the Skunk Works to show the logo of the company, which is from Lockheed Martin. So now that David Grusch is on their project, it would be interesting to see how much involvement Lockheed Martin will have in this new project, because I'm going to show you all the details about it. It has just been confirmed officially. The scoop came from Deadline, from Justin Kroll. He confirmed it, just that it was official. It is going to be an Apple original film. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the details from the Hollywood Reporter's recent article, because Justin Kroll was the one who broke the news, but the Hollywood Reporter gave us a lot more details into it. So I'm gonna read it to you guys, just parts of it. Inside Apple's blockbuster deal for Jerry Bruckheimer, Joseph Kosinski, Zach Bailin UFO conspiracy thriller. The streamer has just acquired the rights for the feature, with unusually rich deals for the behind the scenes talent. It may be a Hollywood era of uncertainty and contraction, but in some deal making situations, it is anything but. In a pick-up worth dozens of millions of dollars, Apple has closed a deal on the untitled hot package centered on unidentified anomalous phenomena, formerly known as unidentified flying objects. Joseph Kosinski is attached to direct and produce, with Zach Bailin on board to write the script. Veteran producer Jerry Bruckheimer is on board to produce as well. The deal represents more than just a reteaming of Kosinski and Bruckheimer and Apple, who this summer are unveiling high-octane racing movie F1, starring Brad Pitt, to those who don't know. It is one of the richest deals in quite some time, one that underscores a shift in the event movie landscape and shows that behind the scenes talent, in this case, a new generation combined with a long-standing veteran, can command top market prices. Sources say that Top Gun Maverick filmmaker Kosinski, despite a resume that includes only 5 movies, secured an 8-figure deal that puts him near the top of the director ladder, with fees that are comparable to such figures as Christopher Nolan and Steven Spielberg. That's the Top Gun Maverick effect, because it's exactly what I told you before. So the part of this article that pertains to us is as follows. While Apple confirmed the closing of the deal for the project, it had no comment on the fees and other points. The high-profile UAP package hit the Hollywood market in mid-February, igniting a fierce bidding war that quickly saw figures soar. Part of the appeal was the track record of the participants, as I told you before. The story also had a timely resonance. It is described as a large scale conspiracy thriller about two men working in national security who uncover a secret program to recover and reverse engineer crashed UAPs. The untitled project ended up in a pitched street fight among Warner Brothers, Paramount, Skydance, Amazon, Sony, and Apple. Despite the studio flex, however, in the end, the acquisition of UAP came down to Amazon and Apple, two streaming tech companies. Insiders said, how did that happen? Since the days of the pandemic, Amazon has made a theatrical one of its priorities and building out an international distribution to launch in 2026. We don't have a date yet, but the deal has been closed and it's going to be Apple. So I don't know where I heard that the movie was coming out in 20, no, in 2025. It's not. The deal just was made. I'm thinking that the script is being written right now and we have no idea on when it's coming out potentially. But I would say these films usually take a couple of years to come out after they're announced, depending on the project. Because if it's like something from Marvel, it gets really tricky because they do reshoots, they have a lot of other stuff to cover. But it's interesting though, because now we came from not having David Grusch at all in any project about anything to having him now being named an advisor for Representative Burleson and having this project, which is pretty big. And alongside Age of Disclosure and the Disclosure film from Steven Spielberg, these three projects, they seem to be really serious. And we'll see what they managed to do. I've always wanted to see fiction film that has to do with all of these topics, and we've never really gotten one dedicated to disclosure and a thriller. We did get Close Encounters. We did get E.T. from Spielberg. We've gotten a lot of different films, but none that deals with the UFOs themselves. These objects, and now we're getting two of them and a documentary in Age of Disclosure. So I'm excited for that. Grush is going to be an associate producer, which is pretty big. And the fact that they closed a deal for dozens of millions of dollars, as they said. I'm glad that David Grush is getting recognition and his payday because the dude has risked a lot with what he did, and more power to him, I say. Before I continue, I'm gonna remind you guys to please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel keep growing. You can also share the content on any platform. Leave comments, whatever you want to say about this and other projects that David Grush has. Leave them in under the video, and I'll be responding to whatever I can. You can also consider becoming a member if you like what you see on this channel. Also, we are on all the KGRA feeds for everybody to check it out. I'm going to leave links in the description. If you want to support the channel in any other way, there are also links there where you can take your pick. Thank you for the support, everybody. As always, this about Grush is encouraging, if you ask me, because we're potentially going to get to see one of the most talented producers and the most talented up and coming director getting into a project like this. And who knows what's going to happen because and how they're going to tackle it, because the description is pretty specific. Let me read it again so you guys can check it out. The story also had a timely resonance. It is described as a large scale conspiracy thriller about two men working in national security who uncover a secret program to recover and reverse engineer crashed UAPs. So it's pretty much what's happening right now. One of those characters should be based on David Grush. I wonder who the other one is. If it's Jay Stratton or maybe Lou, based on them. And we know that Hollywood loves doing this when they talk about like real life projects, especially with UFOs. Steven Spielberg already had Dr. J. Allen Hynek and Jacques Vallée as advisors for Close Encounters. And as a result, we got one of the most accurate UFO movies of all time. So we can expect something similar here because Grusch is involved in it. So I'm pretty sure that the script, as it's being written, they're going to ask Grusch for a lot of advice on how to proceed. And can't wait. We don't have a date yet. As I told you, the deal was just closed today or yesterday, I think. So we got more to expect from Hollywood and their involvement in UFO related content. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. What do you think David Grusch, his role will be exactly? And where do you see this tandem of Bruckheimer and Kaczynski landing this project? Do you think it's going to be as successful as pretty much everything Kaczynski has done recently? Because he's like one of the most exciting appearances in terms of directors over the last decade, I would say. That F1 movie is really amazing. And that film, that Top Gun Maverick film, that's incredible, just incredible. And that Easter egg of the Skunk Works, I wonder how many more they're gonna be there of other aerospace companies in that film. Who do you think is gonna be there? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me on this video. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for your support. Remember, stay curious, stay inquisitive. Bye bye.